Okay, here we go. How many degrees are in a right angle? How many degrees are in a straight line? Well, you've already got half the lesson right there. Except we're going to put a new name with it. We're going to say that every time you hear the word complementary angles, you know that it has to do with 90 degrees. Every time you hear the word complementary, you automatically think 90 degrees. When you hear the word supplementary angle, you're automatically going to think 180 degrees. Every time you hear those words, that's free information. Those are things that you get to use in your equations. You see that we have to keep writing equations and solving them. Same thing with a supplement. On a line, I have two angles. They're going to tell you one of them, and they're going to say you have to find the other supplementary angle. Okay? Let's see how this works. Okay, here we go. It says angle A and angle C are complementary. What's complementary mean? Write it right above it right now. So A and C are complementary angles. It says that angle A is 47. Well, then how much is angle C? Figure it out. Figure it out. How much is angle C then? Write it down on your paper when you get it. A and C are complementary angles. Angle A is 47. How much is angle C? So they just told you this. They told you that. And then they told you one of the angles is 47. How much did you get for the second angle? 50. Exactly. 90 minus 47. So it's going to be 43 degrees. So the measure of angle C equals 43 degrees. I just drew the picture. You don't have to draw the picture, but I just like for you to be able to see that this is what they're talking about. Okay, try the next one. I want you to try to draw the picture and answer the question. Example 2. Try to draw the picture and answer the question. Just trying to draw a picture because geometry is going to be like that on the quiz and test. You draw pictures for me, I'll give you credit. I'll give you bonus points for that. So try to draw a picture and then answer the question. If you're having a hard time on the picture, can you just answer the question? What's a supplement mean? 180. So boom, I'm putting that right above there. I already know what I have to draw. I draw a line. 180 degrees. It says the measure of angle B is 133. Well, if I draw it straight up, I know that's 90, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to angle it more, and I'm going to say that this is 133 degrees. Wherever you put the 133 degrees, you want it to look kind of like 133. If I go just straight up, that would be 90, so I got to make sure I'm making it a little bit more accurate. Then I need to figure out how much more. How much more to make it up to 180? I already know 133. What's the second angle going to be? It's 47. So I would say the measure of angle C equals 47 degrees. Excellent. Okay, so now, of course, they're going to mix it up a little bit more with some algebra, which I think is great because you get to practice your skill from Algebra 1. Okay, this is really good about geometry that you get to practice still solving equations. All right, so it says angle J and K are supplementary. How much is supplementary? All right, so I have two angles and they're supplementary. Do I know either angle, how much either angle is? No, so I'm going to draw a straight line. And I'm just going to draw some angle. I don't really know what it is. And I'm going to say that this is angle J. This is angle K. I don't know how much they are, but I know I have 180 degrees and one angle is called J and one angle is called K. Do I know any other information I can put on my picture? Exactly. How much is angle J? So I'm going to put 2y plus 28 here. And how much is angle K? I am taking a test. I'm really struggling right now. I'm not sure what to do. I drew a picture that lets my teacher know that I do actually have some information. I don't have zero information. I've got about 1/4 credit right now because I have this written down. It says that we need to find the measure of each angle We need an equation. We got to solve for y. What is an equation that I can use based on this picture right here? You don't, huh? Okay, I need an equation though. I need some kind of equation where I can solve for a variable. How can I start to write? What do you know about this? Something, 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 anything. Just talk in regular terms. Are they equal? Because that's what we've been doing sometimes. When we found midpoint, we would say, oh, they equal each other. So we would write an equation that says J equals K because we were using midpoint and they did equal each other. We need a different relationship. We don't have equal angles here. We have something else about our angles. What do we know about them? What do we know about J, K, and being a supplement? There you go. My two angles are supplements. That means when I add up my two angles, they equal a supplement. So that means angle J plus angle K equals a supplement. There's my equation. That's how I get started. There you go. Now you can start to write your equation. We know that angle J is 2y plus 28. We know that angle J is 2y plus 28, and we know that K is 4y plus 26. So I'm adding, that's why I darkened this a little bit. I'm adding these two angles together. 4y plus 26, and we know that it's a supplementary angle, therefore it equals 180. I have an equation that has variables, and I need to try to simplify it down and try to solve. Do you see anything, Boston, that you would like to do right now on this step? Okay, so you're wanting to combine your 26 and 28. Yep, 54. Is there anything else on that side that I can combine, Annabelle? Yes, I can simplify these together. 2y plus 4y is going to be a positive 6y. And now I have equals 180. Now I'm ready to start solving. When you're simplifying, you're just looking at things you can combine. Now you're thinking about shifting stuff away from the variable to the opposite side. Go ahead and solve this two-step equation. When you're done solving the equation, make sure you read the final step here. It says find the measure of each angle. Okay, Boston, you ready to solve? What would I start to get away from y first? Do I undo a positive 54 or a multiplying of 6? What's the opposite of positive 54? I'm doing an opposite of 54 because I'm going to the opposite side. And so we get 6y equals 6 to 126. And then I finish solving. The opposite of multiplying would be to divide by 6. I see y goes into 12 evenly and y goes into 6. So that goes in 2, 1. That would be 21. Did I answer the question when I say y equals 21? How are we going to finish finding the angle? So the measure of angle J is 2 times y plus 28. I know what y is now. Y is 21. So it's not unknown anymore. So that would be 2 times 21 plus 28. That'll tell me how much that angle is. So we got 42 plus 28. Is that what you got? 2 times 21, y is 21. How about you, Thomas? How you doing on this part? Right? Once we find out what y is, all we got to do is go back and substitute it into the expression, and we'll know what j is. Got to find k, too. You found both of them? Great.
Yeah.
I like what Brandon asked. Brandon says, once I have my answer, can't I just do 180 minus 70? If I know the whole thing's 180 degrees and I know I already have 70 of it, can't I just do 180 minus 70? Yep. Sure can. Or you could take and substitute in your y value and do it that way as well. 21 times 4 is going to be 84. Plus 26 is still going to be 110. Example 4. Angle Q and angle R are complementary. What's that mean? In your own language, what does that mean? What's 90? Yes. More. I want more. It's true. Tell me more. Just from the first sentence. Tell me more. What else could I say? Annabelle says angle Q and angle R are 90 degrees. What else could I say? What could I write down? What do you think, Bray? What could I write down if I know that angle Q and angle R are 90 degrees? What does it mean that they're 90 degrees? Yes, more. I want to write something down that's going to help me with what I'm trying to do. What else? Angle Q and angle R are 90 degrees. Doesn't that mean that angle Q plus angle R equals 90 degrees? Right? Then I'm already starting to see what that equation needs to look like. If angle Q and angle R are 90 degrees, that means angle Q plus angle R equals 90 degrees. Keep going. Thomas, tell me something to put on my paper. Perfect. Angle Q is 7x minus 10, so that's what I'm going to put right here for Q. 7x minus 10 plus, because it says I'm adding these two together, Q is 2x minus 8, and it says equals 90. Good. Simplify and solve. Okay, tell me something to simplify. How much is, yes, how much is negative 10 and negative 8? Good. And then I have 7x and 2x, which is a positive 9x. Keep solving. That's right, I'm going to the opposite sides. So the opposite of a negative 18 is a positive 18. Those cancel, and I have 9x equals 108. And then I have one more step. 9 is being multiplied to the variable, so I divide by 9. And I get x equals something. It's 108 divided by 9. 12. Okay, it just said solve for x this time. Find x. Okay, here we go. 2 more things, and we're going to start our homework. It's just about definitions. The first definition is talking about adjacent angles. Every time you hear the word adjacent, okay, those are right next to each other. It makes a linear pair. They're next to each other. They're next to each other. That's important because the next one is not about being next to each other. Adjacent angles make up a linear pair, a line. Okay, so a linear pair is a line. A linear pair, the root word in linear is line. So 2 adjacent angles, they form a line. The second free information that you're going to have is about vertical angles. Vertical angles are opposite angles. Okay, opposite means across from each other. So vertical angles are opposite angles. A linear pair is adjacent angles. Those are your definition words. Linear pair, vertical angles. So name a pair of vertical angles in the picture. What's a vertical angle here? Angle what and what are vertical angles? Angle 4 and 6. Angle 4 and angle 6 are vertical angles. Are there any other vertical angles in this picture? Angle 3 and angle 5 are vertical angles. How about a linear pair? Angle what and what are a linear pair, Bree? Angle 4 and 5 make up a line. That's a linear pair. So angle 4 and angle 5 would be a linear pair. Thomas, what do you think for a linear pair? Bree said angle 4 and 5 are a linear pair. Which ones? Yep, very good. Angle 3 and 6. There's more. There's 2 more sets. There's only 2 vertical angles here, but there are more linear pairs. That's good though. We don't have to name anymore. Let's go to the homework.